Hello, everyone. It is Coach Maggie with another 5-Minute Monday Mindset. The Bible is packed with verses that talk about guarding our mind. And you might wonder why. Because our minds are so critical, it determines everything we do. Think of things that we guard. Stores that have valuable merchandise, there's often a guard at the door. Banks in large major cities often have guards. Lots of places have guards. Many times they're recognizable, they're in uniform, so you know it's a guard. But many places have people that are not in uniform, but they're still very much protecting the merchandise. And yet we go through life not protecting our minds. We expose ourselves to things that we read, things that we watch, things that we listen to, but all of them are making a difference in how we think. There's things stealing at us, and that's why the Bible was so clear on guarding our mind, protecting ourselves. When we find ourselves going a certain way, we have to stop and think, what is contributing to that? Often I talk to people and they really are struggling. They're struggling making that step. They're struggling to get started because their mind is still back there thinking about those failures, thinking about those disappointments. And so it's hard to move forward. And so that's why we have to protect and we have to think, how am I starting my day? Am I already the night before? Have I gone to bed with this bag of all the stuff from the day before? Instead of realizing this is a new day and letting go of those things. That's why I think people struggle with sleep so much, is often we are carrying all our dirty laundry to bed with us. It's interesting because sleep is often a time when our mind is processing all of the things of the day. And while we are asleep and we're not thinking about it, our mind is putting things together. That's why often people say, I'm going to sleep on it, because that's the beauty of how God created our brains. It's a time for us to do that. But when we have so much that we are working through and dealing with, then our minds can't be settled. And so then those are times that we don't sleep well. So as we start a new week, think about letting go of those things. If you woke up this morning and already your mind is like, okay, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And you're thinking about the mistakes that you made last week, then it's going to impact this week. God has given us the ability to start fresh each day. Let's take those things to Him and let Him help us work through them. Start with a clean slate. This is a new day. And when we start it with Him, it makes all the difference in the world. And then throughout the day, constantly come back. Am I protecting my mind? Be aware of where you find yourself, whether it's scrolling and you're looking at everyone else's life, but you're not living yours. A lot of people are doing that today. They have things that they need to be doing, but we don't want to deal with it, so we look at someone else's. This is the day to start fresh, to realize you have an opportunity with a clean slate. Yes, there are things that you're going to have to deal with, but for the most part, go to God with those things and allow Him to lead you and direct you. Our minds are so precious, and they're so valuable. And we need to turn off. We can either turn it on or turn it off. Think of your radio station. Sometimes you're going through the mountains and you're trying to tune in to that station. And because of the mountains, it's blocking, things from being transmitted. And so we need to get to where we're making sure that we're listening to the right voices and we're shutting out the ones that are keeping us held captive. This is a new day, a new opportunity. So let's start it with God. And throughout the day, let's make sure we're reconnecting and we're finding out, am I going the right way? Do I need to make a turn? Do I need to do this? What should I be working on? Asking those basic general questions so that we don't get to the end of the day and think, wow, I missed it. This is a new day. And we're going into a new season. So all the more we need to be in tune to all that God has in store for us. I hope that you will be blessed today and be a blessing to those around you. As always, this is Coach Maggie. God bless.